we go. Get off your phone. Time to race. Preem lap from the get-go. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Crit Dad. Here we are back in time. I think this is May 5th. And obviously, as you can see, this is a preem lap from the get-go. And I am burning up those matches. Yep, I brought 10 matches to this race. We'll see how long they last. I wanted to go back and revisit this race. This came, I think, almost directly after the podium race, which I'll link up here in the upper right. And that race was called How to Sit In and Win, or at least get a podium. And this race was basically the complete opposite. It was, I am going to cover every single attack and not let the target go, and basically not sit in at all and see what I got. And that's kind of how I treated the first series of Eldo, was simply to pick one idea and stick to it and see how it worked for the entire race. And who is the target? None other than Pietrangelo. You know him from the other video, 3 Rules About Racing. Those aren't the only rules about racing, but those were some that I talked about in that video. And he had gotten away in that video, and he can solo on his own. And I said, not this time, buddy. And I was on him like glue. So you guys will see how this race turns out. And in front of him is Aaron Fimbres. I think this was his first year racing and maybe his second Eldo. And he's got a huge engine. We've been having some success together, or, you know, breakaways here and there. He's pretty strong. Anyway, here we are on the back straight. Things have settled down just a little bit. But Pietrangelo says, no, here we go, but I am right there. You're not going anywhere, buddy. Let's go. I guess that was the second match. Pop that one off. Yeah, I'm getting torn up. So, yeah, like I said, Pietrangelo has the engine to take this whole race solo by himself. I do not, but I did not want to let him go. And so I came out here thinking, I'm going to shut him down. I'm not going to rotate with him. And he keeps playing games here, looking back. All right, it's been about 6 minutes of racing. We're on the back straight again. Things slowed down to about 20 miles per hour. And that means Pietrangelo's going to attack again. And he knows that I'm going to try to follow him. And he's just working me over the coals. Bam, another match burnt. But I have to do this. I have to do this. Because if he gets away, he goes solo. And I am not about that. So he's keeping it spicy. I'm burning up, but I still have 7 matches left. We'll see how long they last.
A few minutes later.
So we're still just only 9 minutes into this race. We're on the other side of the course now, going north. And this is usually a little bit of a tailwind area. Trangelo's looking around. I see TJ coming through, thank goodness. So he's going to take this one for me, even though I'm still just going to stay up here because I don't want them to go away. But Pietrangelo's just playing games. He eases up, and then he toys with this again. A little bit of a yo-yo effect over and over and over. And so I'm falling into this trap along with everybody else, and this really requires someone else to counter, because he's going to wear me out. He's going to wear TJ out. He's basically going to wear everybody out with these little surges. So we come up here to the third corner, and I'll take a match away from both of those attacks. And I think right here, Aaron is eyeing up the race because, yeah, we're slowing down to 20 miles per hour. And I'm not going to go anymore because I need recovery. But this is a perfect time for a counterattack. So Aaron launches here. I mean, I think he's telling us he's going to go. I mean, he's not very secretive about, well, at least he makes space. And he snaps, and Pietrangelo goes, and I'm going to go again. So cat and mouse over and over and over again. You know, the only way really to get around this is to have some more consistent efforts. But like I said, I'm not going to go off on my own. My whole goal is to shut down Pietrangelo, and I actually like what's happening now is because he has to work to catch Aaron. And none of us knew it at this race, but Aaron is a strong rider, and if he does get involved in a breakaway, he can hold it for the entire race. So I think we're doing the right thing, chasing him down, even though we're not aware of his potential. But This is the headwind section. This is putting Petrangelo to the test. So at least this is working out to my advantage here. And we're going to move up forward over to the start finish. Past the start finish. Aaron's still putting in a long dig. This is the part of the race where I start to sort of lose control of what my original intentions were. And I meant to come out and just follow one rider, but I got spooked here and thought, well, what if this guy goes solo? And so I go after him. And that's just kind of the risk that you have to take in the race, is to just determine who to follow and who not to follow. And that is another humongous tip for crit racing, is essentially just to know your competitors. And the more and more you know who each other are and what their power profiles are, the better chances you have out there versus just going after everybody. But in this case, I didn't need to put that dig in, and I'm gonna pay for it. And this, what are you doing, Crit Dad? Where are you going, bro? Why am I doing this? This is playing into Petrangelo's favor. I just basically gave him a rest and pulled, and here we go. And I'm pulling behind Christian, and we're dead, and Petrangelo is going to take advantage of us again. So I'm not sure why I did that little dig there, but I do remember in the race thinking, like, this is about all I have. It's been 13, 14 minutes, and I'm running out of matches. So what are we down to now? 4 or 5? So we go up here to the corner. This is a long effort, or it's just, the race is just continuing. Petrangelo slowly gets away, which is better for him. He's not spiking, but I get behind this Wolves rider, and I'm like, come on, man, follow that, please follow that. And he's not really connecting, and this is where I see problems. I see warning bells go off. I'm like, this is how Petrangelo goes solo. He wears us out, as you guys just saw, over a bunch of attacks, but I still have some matches left. Let's go one more time in the same place, in the headwind, before the third corner, before the hill. This is such a crucial place to attack. It's kind of been worn out at this point, but it's still a place where the group slows down. It's a very hard part of the course, so this is the time to do it. I get up here, and yeah, this is getting tiresome. It's hard to stay on his wheel, and I'm at 175 beats per minute. This can't continue, guys, but it's not over yet. So we're 15 minutes into the race, and this is usually about where a strong rider can make their move. Matt Wigden, he's been conserving. He hasn't been in the race this whole time. Very smart. So we're going to start to see Matt come up and start to use his engine here in a minute. All right, so Petrangelo recovers in the group. There wasn't much to show between that corner and now, but there was a counterattack started by Benjamin Garcia, and I missed it because, well, I'm tired. And I'm behind Mark here, going 28 into the third corner, which you've noticed is a pretty slow area for most of the race, and he's not connecting he's not bridging it. God, 955 watts. Oh, goodness gracious. I see the breakaway getting away. I see the attack, and I need to get back up here. You guys have seen me blow up on the front this entire race, so that was kind of my last ditch effort to try and catch up to this breakaway, which involves Petrangelo still. And you see Matt Wigden here on the back. He's put in the conservation to put him in the position that he's in now, even though this has been a hard race for everybody, I'm pretty sure. Not as hard as for me, who was off in the front and almost at 180 beats per minute. Here's where things start to separate, and luckily I have Cassette Cycling's video from this race, so we can take a look and see what was happening up there. There's a gap. I'm not going to be able to get through it. I'm at max effort. So let's go back in time to the 80s. And there's Matt, and he's going to catch up to Petrangelo and start rotating with them. I'll link his video up here in the corner as well, and he does a little write-up about what he was thinking. And this is not helping me, but like I said, we come out with ideas about what we want to do. And then CJ is saying, let's work together. We got to get this chase group going. But Matt talked to Petrangelo and said, I want to try a breakaway. And Petrangelo's, all right, let's do it. And so this is the perfect time to do it. It's the middle third of the race. So Matt has been successful up till now. And he has done the right thing by letting me attack Petrangelo and then get on his wheel here. So that was a really good move by Matt. We are now in a breakaway of about 7 bikes, and that's essentially the idea behind all this attacking. All of this attacking is going to eventually lead to a split in the group, and we have a good composition because of the numbers. Here we look at Matt, and this is where Petrangelo elbows him through, and Matt puts in work, and so now Petrangelo recovers. Again, as far as the solo effort that does result in this race from Petrangelo, that definitely helped him there. I know, so like I said, we didn't come out here all together to shut Petrangelo down. Matt had some other things he was working on, which was how to do the breakaway. And so I'm super proud of him for giving that effort. And I'm proud of ourselves for chasing right now. But it's really early in the season for how to do a breakaway as far as like our experience goes. So a lot of us in this group here are just blowing up left and right. A lot of us can't pull. So I think CJ is one of those riders who's capable of pulling, as you guys have seen in Manhattan. But he rotates off, and I mean, we need to be doing like 30 in the tailwind here to even try and catch this group. And we're just not able to, you know, like 5-second pulls, 10-second pulls, slowing down. And me included, I'm at 180. Like, that's it for this chase group. Take another match away. So we try our best. Matt and Petrangelo are up there rotating. And it's just, I mean, how long can my heart stay at 178? That's what's weird. What the? And yeah, you can see the group just exploding right now. And so yeah, doing 22 over the hill is not gonna catch any breakaway. So this is it. So let's check in on Matt. We're so close. This is timed precisely. I mean, he's right there, and he's starting to slow down. I think Petrangelo does want to help him, but he also is conscious of like the race at hand, and Petrangelo knows that he can take this thing solo. So I don't know, he makes like a best guess effort up here and decides to just take off. So yeah, you can see them, right? They're right there, and we're just toast. We can't do that. I can't do this. The demoralization is that now the group is here, and you can see the group pulling through, and so that's it. The chase group tried. The chase group got caught. Let's move up here to see how Matt and Petrangelo are doing. And Petrangelo makes a judgment call and lets it go on his own, because he's still got it. And we absorb Matt here. We pull past we actually don't absorb Matt for a while. Matt solos for a little bit. He probably could have just gotten back into the group and recovered quicker, but we passed the pro group here on the right, which is going to lead to problems later.
Thousands of tears later.
Alright guys, you thought it was over, but we're not done yet. I regenerated 3 matches. We got 10 minutes left in this race. It's now or never. It's go time. I decide to cock back and let it go. Let's go. It's you and me, buddy. Yep. Let's go. No, that's about it. So all 3 matches burnt, 183 beats per minute. It was a pretty spicy attack nonetheless. We're gonna try. So I take off here. Juan's the only one to follow me in the Wolves kit. Thanks, man. We have a chance if we had any fitness left, but it's been a hard race. I'm at absolute red line. This is anaerobic. I don't know how I'm even lasting this long in the 180s. It's not normal. And I pull through here for one last ditch effort of suffering, and you can see Petrangelo right there. I'll bring up a little arrow. It's just, I mean, even if we don't have it, but yeah, the engine is cooked, danger to manifold, overheated. What else can I think of? But that was it. That was the last chance I had. This is where things start to get weird. We're in 2 to go. 2 to go, and a rider from the pro group is in an attack, and he's basically either they're chasing him, he's either solo breakaway, or either way, he passes us. Someone yells left side, but that's not our race. So I shut it down. I don't have anything left, but that was ouchie. And like, I'll put a video, I'll put the link to the video again. 3 rules about racing, especially at Eldo. You can't follow the other group. This year they made it pretty obvious with the colors on the jerseys. We're the green group, they're the red group, and here you see the pro group passing us, and we find the rider who attacked here on the right hand side with the red handlebar tape, and things get a little bit messy because we got to let these guys pass, and we're still trying to do our race. So this happens. You just have to neutralize, as they say. Neutralize your race. There's no more attacking. There, it's wild. There's the rider that went with the other rider, and yeah, you can't mingle with this group, even though we're trying to tell everyone just to stay right, let them pass, and guess what? It's deja vu. 2 to go again. Alright, so they weren't going to let us end in 1 to go, because then we would have sprinted into their group and passed them. So
A few moments later.
And now is our 1 to go. So this is like the longest Eldo of the season. Not only has it been probably one of the hardest Eldos, it is also one of the longest Eldos of the season. So let's fast forward up to the 3rd corner and take a look at what Matt's thinking. Matt is off the front. I think he talks about in his video that he decided to just go for it, but didn't have it. I am not in good position. I don't have any matches left. At this point on the hill, top 3, watch for anybody coming, follow them out, and watch the left side. But at this point, I'm like 8th or 9th, 10th, 11th wheel, so my best bet is to maybe get a 7th place finish, which isn't really worth it. Either way, this is the final drag. Also at 180 beats per minute, so that's not going to help anything, but we can just keep watching, see what happens. It is the final sprint, best of the rest, as they say. Take a look at Matt's cam real quick, and there goes Chris McDonald launching early to grab the first of the bunch sprint, which is 2nd place. And I believe I'm starting to pick up steam here, but still really out of place. Top 5 is probably the best I could do here. I'm boxed in. I don't have a great line. Person in front of me drops a chain. So I still had something, but that's crazy. Anyway, yeah, CJ goes up there for 5th. Une, I think, grabs 3rd. Let's all just keep ourselves up on 2 wheels here. That's all that really matters. Congratulations, Petrangelo, for the solo effort. Chris, congrats. Une, congrats. What a race. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys liked it, please like. If you're still here at this point in the video, please subscribe. If you've been around for a while and this is your 2nd or 3rd time around the Crit Dad block, please subscribe. That is the things to help me and the channels. So I hope you had fun watching this one. I kind of had fun there. No, it was a great race. I learned that you can't just do everything on your own, and just gotta conserve when you gotta conserve, and attack when you gotta attack, and spread it out throughout the race. Bring the balance home. Sitting in, attacking, we'll put it all together soon, guys. All right, see you at the next one. Thanks. Bye.
thought the guy in the purple did.
There was a lot of fading, dude. A lot of.
Was I creating any danger though?
Nah, it was mostly just people who couldn't hold it.
I had nothing. I tried.
You waited, dude.
What were you doing?
That was your chance. That was your chance.
That was my chance, but I had nothing. I came 200 meters ago. I was like, I got nothing left in the tank.